Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Becca and I'm very glad that you're here with me today. I'm going to be showing you today all of the plants that I am propagating. So if you know me, you know that a lot of my collection started from single leaves. Let me show you actually one. This is not planned, but I need to show you this. So here are two plants that I started out from about 4 leaves each. This one might have actually had less. Propagating your plants is a really great way to grow your collection for free with just a few plants that you really love. All right, let's get into the propagations. The first propagation I'm going to show you is all of my pothos that I have growing. Actually, pothos and philodendron. Okay, so here we go. This is a golden pothos, and it actually lives in water all of the time. As you can see, there is a significant amount of roots in this plant, and I really don't plan on ever planting it. I've noticed that some pothos just do so much better in water, and so what I do is I give it a little bit of liquid fertilizer every so often in this water, and it is putting out beautiful new leaves all the time. I have this heartleaf philodendron that lives in water at all times, as you can see. This plant is a mixture of golden pothos and marble queen pothos. So this is a marble queen pothos. I've made a few videos about this plant actually from the root rot thing. So if you have not seen my root rot videos, this is a plant that suffered heavily from root rot, and I really don't know why, but sometimes these plants, pothos, can be prone to root rot. So in this same jar I have some golden pothos, which is the one with the yellow growth. The marble queen has been putting out some really white growth. As you can see here, it almost looks like snow queen pothos, which is surprising because all of these plants that are permanently residing in water, I keep them in a bunch of random places in my house. I'm not actually being super mindful about the lighting, because what I found is when I put a plant in water, the requirements and maintenance is so much lower, which is absolutely nuts. But I put these in my dark bedroom all the time, and they still grow new leaves, which is nuts to me. Leaves that are like super white, just like those ones in the front. So if you are having a situation in your house where you have a really dark place, but you want to put a plant there, I would really suggest cutting off some pothos, putting it in a jar as a permanent resident, and putting those in your room. I have this Sansevieria in water. I originally cut these out of the plant because I was noticing that the top was getting rotted. It was getting like soft and weird, and I talked about it in a houseplant update video. I'll link that in the card. But I basically just cut off the rotted part and then cut out the leaves that were rotted out of the plant in general. I know now that I probably didn't need to do that because these leaves have not rotted any further after I cut off those pieces. And as you can see, it was very successful. So what they'll do is grow little roots just like that. I'm probably going to plant these right back into the original plant because I like full plants. I don't like having a ton of plants. I like having less plants that are more full. These are whale fin Sansevieria, and I actually am going to be selling these at some point, but I'm waiting for them to have a pretty nice root system. So once they're in soil for a while, I'll probably put them on my Instagram. Let me show you the roots on these. These ones have been in water for quite a while, and you can see that they have beautiful root systems all around. I'm going to wait probably a few more weeks before I plant these, and then yeah, they'll be for sale. This is my personal whale fin, and it was just toppling over a lot in its pot, which let me know that the root system was not developed enough for soil. I thought it was, but it was not. So I took it out and realized that the root system was not super great off of this, I think it's called a rhizome. So that just goes to show that Sansevieria are really hardy plants. And oh my gosh, look how beautiful. I love the whale fin. I think it's so beautiful. It seems like I'm always propagating these. I have a baby spider plant, which is long overdue for soil. It's been sitting in water probably for a few months, and once I plant it, I'm sure that it'll take off. I was thinking about planting this with this spider plant that I've propagated as well. It's now in soil, but I was thinking about planting them together, making like a little variety pack of spider plants. But also in that jar, the spider plant lives with this watermelon peperomia leaf. I have these peperomia leaves that I propagated and put in soil. They have not made any babies just yet, but I'm sure that they will eventually. They're getting a lot of curling, and I'm not sure why, But other than that, the plant seems really healthy. So if you know why that's happening, let me know. But as soon as this is ready, I'll probably plant it in this pot as well. My One Leaf Club plant, this is my Rhaphidorypha tetrasperma. Probably saying that wrong, I say that in every video. And it has quite a beautiful root system already. But what I was noticing is it was doing nothing. And it's been in soil for a while and it was just looking super rough. And so usually when I notice that a plant is looking super rough, I'll put it in water and it perks right up and is super happy, which is exactly what happened with this plant. There's still some curling on the leaf, but other than that, it has really, really perked up. So I hope that some time in water will give it some rest. Maybe I'll see some more root growth so I know that it is alive and it is happy, and then I'll put it back in soil. But water can be a really nice like hospital for the plant if you notice that it isn't doing so well. And of course, my Mama Pilea peperomioides. I made an entire video dedicated to propagating these plants, which is exactly why it is in this jar. You'd think that a pilea this big should not be in a jar. Well, watch this video and you will find out why I did that. I have this Hoya Crimson Princess in water. I got this from a plant swap a few months ago and it took a really long time to get a root. If you can see that against my skin. I'm noticing that my skin is the same color as most of these roots, but if you can see, she's got a beautiful healthy root on her and I will be planting it very, very soon. Another Hoya that I am propagating is my Hoya linearis. And I'm not necessarily propagating this because I wanted to. What I was noticing is that the ends, or like the base of the plant, was starting to get very woody, and the woody part was growing, which means that that stem was dying. So basically I cut off the plant at the woody part and I put it in water. That was just a few days ago, so we don't have any roots obviously, but now that I know that Hoyas might take a little bit longer to propagate based off of the Hoya Crimson Princess, I'm not freaking out a ton if this takes a while. I really just want the plant to stay healthy. Alright, and the last thing that I'm propagating is my Arrowhead Vine. I already cut off pieces to put in water and I will probably cut more because these I have heard grow really, really well when you propagate them. Alright you guys, that is what I am currently propagating. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. If you are propagating anything yourself, there is a woman on Instagram named Christine who started the hashtag currently propagating. You can share what you are currently propagating using that hashtag on Instagram, on your Plantstagram, and I look forward to seeing your posts there. Alright guys, I'll see you next time. Bye!